to dinner on a Tuesday night to stop a friend who couldn't cook from starving to death when his housemate moved away. 11 years and hundreds of dinner parties on, and the event has grown into so much more. Welcome to the Circle Kitchen, Tuesday Night Mike.
Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you.
Yeah, I love this idea of Tuesday night at Mike's place. Can you tell us how it works in a nutshell?
It's just people coming and having dinner together, and it's sort of got out of control over the years, and now there's people from all around the world fly in. If they're in New Zealand, they'll book dinner in advance and say, I want the theme to be Italian. And it's like, well, who am I to argue? I'm just there having dinner as well. So
Is it your house?
I live there with one other person who's very patient.
What, it's a normal house, and every Tuesday night strangers arrive and eat in your kitchen?
It's not a normal house on Tuesday night. Every other night it is.
That is amazing. Well, we've actually got some footage of people that have come to your house, so let's have a look at that.
Dinner on a Tuesday.
Whoever, doing whatever, got the whatever, and there's usually a theme.
It's all about friendship and food. A melting pot of a whole lot of different people and a whole lot of different ideas.
There are lots of people that vaguely know Mike, or do know Mike, that turn up with some good food and some wine.
A lovely opportunity to cook with other people, and cooking is something that means a lot to me.
I think it's the place where you see a big world in a small city.
A hell of a gourmet good time.
Have great foods, get to know new recipes.
Probably the best dinner party that you can not get invited to, but it's worth going to.
OK, so the things I noticed there was that people are coming from all over the world, and they're not just eating, they're drinking a fair bit as well, Mike.
There may be some liquor consumption.
Well, what are you going to cook for us today?
This, everybody voted, and they were all deciding, what are you going to cook, what are you going to cook? And it's like, everybody, I have to make fresh pasta. That was unanimous. So what I've done is chosen a recipe, Tagliatelle con Melanzane, which is an aubergine pasta.
Yum. We call them eggplants here.
We're going to get messy and play with our food.
Great.
Settle down.
Eggs?
And make some pasta. So, eggs in there.
And you make this for... I just don't get it. Strangers, and you're going all to this effort.
Well, they're not strangers once you've had dinner with them. So get your hands in there and give it... Oh, no, we'll do the spider technique. Fingers in. Electric beater. You can make the noise if you want to. So what you're doing is trying to... OK, you're trying to bring in the flour slowly.
Ah.
Intimate night on Tuesday with Mike.
Goodness me.
It's good to play with your food. This is good. So what you slowly bring it in, that's great. And every now and then you just give a little squeeze to bring it in.
Ah.
And you're complaining about being patient. This takes... No, you won't.
I think one of those eggs is rotten.
Oh, no. I don't think so.
I do. Stick your honk in there. That is a rotten egg smell.
That's wrong.
I knew it! And now it's on my hand!
OK, we'll just move you that way. I'll go down this end of the bench.
You're going to blame Ollie, weren't you?
It stinks.
And you've had your hands in it.
Oh, look, it's not smell-o-vision.
OK, so let's assume that that's not a rotten egg all over my... Ah!
This one's good. This is good. So that's a lesson to people at home. Always smell your food.
And the thing is, I always do. I always crack each egg and I give it a... Oh! If only I'd done it.
OK, so
Mike.
Here's a non-rotten dough that we've had sitting. We wrapped in a bit of cling film to let it settle for a while. And we're just going to run it through the machine.
OK.
While we clear our nasal passages. I'll just breathe in the safe area.
Goodness gracious me.
So corner to middle, does that make sense?
How long does this take you to cook for all these people?
Well, everybody cooks, so it's a shared dinner. And that's the amazing thing, is that people will drive from Aro Valley, so they'll drive in for half an hour with a crock pot sitting on their lap.
How gorgeous.
Staring. And they don't text at the same time, that'd be wrong.
Oh, so everyone brings a plate?
Yeah, so it's potluck. And that's part of the magic, is that we get all these people sharing their dishes and their food. So
that's great.
Tonight, because I'm here, I gave someone the keys and his request was favourites. And so it's dishes that your grandmother used to make.
So if you had been there, Mike, what would you have brought?
I wasn't prepared for that question.
I wasn't prepared for a rotten egg either, but we're moving on.
It takes me a whole day to build up what I'm deciding, and it's no weighing it up. The one that sprung to mind was a dish my auntie made, and it was a coleslaw with this vinaigrette, and I spent a long time perfecting that. But now I make a vinaigrette, and so instead of using vinegar, I use gin and a few other spices, and now it's purple instead of green. And so I've sort of taken that favourites a little bit further.
Well, you keep on doing that. We are going to do the eggplant sauce later on in the show, and we're going to sit down and eat this delicious meal at the end of the show.
The non-rotten meal.
I'm going to wash my hands like there's no tomorrow. Like, I'm going to get all OCD on it in about 5 minutes. We'll be back with more of The Circle right after this from Marianne.